Hey, it's Chad Shernicott, Total Atlanta Realty, and today we're talking about the next step in my wife and my renovation project, and that is hiring an architect. But before we talk about that, I want to make sure you had a chance to look at the previous video and information about doing your pre-renovation stuff. And what I mean by stuff is, looking at your budget to make sure it's in line with the project and you're going to be able to afford to do this. And two is looking at comparables in the area to make sure that there's other homes that have done the work and are getting the value. Because if you're not going to get the value, then you have two choices. One is you scale the work back, or you just hold off on the renovations until you can get that value. But if you look at all that stuff and you're happy with the numbers and you want to move forward, then the next step is hiring an architect. And we looked at four things when we were looking at hiring architects. And the first thing is we want to make sure that we hired an architect that understood the scope of the project and does that scope. Meaning ours is more of a middle project, so not too big or too small, so we had to find the right kind of architect that handled that. The second thing is we want to make sure the architect knew the area and hopefully our subdivision. And we happened to find one, Danny, who has done work in Smyrna, but also has drawn plans for people in our subdivision of Forest Hills. So that was great. The third thing is we want to know how or what the plans are going to look like, the architectural drawings. These are important because you want to have all the components in there. And some of those should include like your roof lines, your floor plans, the electrical plan, door and window measurements, and there are some other ones as well. But you want to have a complete set of plans for two reasons. One is they're for you so you can see them, but two, it's for a builder so they can be able to price a job and build from those plans. And the last thing is we wanted to find out how an architect build. There's two ways they build, by the project and by the hour. Now, we interviewed a number of architects that build by the project, and a lot of them wouldn't talk to us because we were under $10,000. So we ended up hiring someone who billed by the hour. And we did it for a few reasons. One is we liked the architect and his work. Two is we thought his hourly rate was very reasonable. And we also felt like we had control over our money, meaning that when the architect did work, he would document every hour and what he worked on. So when he billed us, we'd have an itemized list. So we felt comfortable with that. So those are the four things we focused on. And there's some more information below on just questions to ask the architect when you're interviewing them, what a complete set of drawings should have in it, all the components, and just some things you can expect from your architect. So take a look at the information. If you have any questions, contact me. I'll be glad to help you. But thanks for watching and have a great rest of the day.